Coming at you from the beautiful Amway.
Quando eu me vi só nesse lugar, eu pensei que preciso sair pra me... Seja com quem for, a minha vida é cantar, nunca no mesmo lugar. Seja sozinho a dois, o resto eu vejo depois. Mas só em pensar que com a sua face, tudo que eu pedisse, só você que me desse. Aí pensando Deus se esse quarto falasse. Mas que pena, já era. Não deixo mais aquela tão bela e singela. E nem dá. Porque se eu ouço a voz dela é através de alô. Se passou pela favela é porque alguém me falou. Então já que me deixou por aqui, aprendi a viver um pouco sozinho. Mas o que eu posso fazer, fia, se eu gosto da boemia. Essa noite pra mim é dia, mas posso mudar. Mas como isso é questão de tempo, então isso nem tenho muito, nem curto. Fica de canto, eu prefiro suar. Quando eu me vi só nesse lugar, eu pensei que preciso sair pra me libertar, seja com quem for.
Live from Orlando, 2K Sports proudly brings you the Magic at Amway Center.
Ready?
Last outing for Orlando. They won that game against the Charlotte Hornets. It was just a textbook performance. That game was all theirs. Once they got it going, it was full speed ahead.
And really an emphatic win for them, especially considering that it came in an opponent's building, and there's no question it was their offense that carried it.
I love the way they went and got this game, Greg. I mean, they attacked at every opportunity, never relaxed or sat back, and as a result, they eventually pulled away.
So let's take a look at the starters for the Dallas Mavericks. Parsons and Dirk are in at the forward spots. Williams is out there with Matthews. And it's Pachulia in at the pivot spot, manning the middle.
And Chandler Parsons, changing teams last season, saw a little bit of a regression. Down in points, rebounds, and assists, but more troubling, down in field goal and free throw percentage. So you can tell that transition to a new team. New system, new role. Definitely had an impact.
On defense, the Magic. 4-point game. Payton against Williams. Down low. Nowitzki inside. Left block shot on the way. No good. Gordon with the defensive effort. Payton outside. Left side, Harris. Oladipo outside. There's the triple. No good. So the Mavericks will take it the other way. Now here's Williams. He's a good contributor to his team, averaging about 10.5 points a game. And he gets it to go.
You can't afford to get him that kind of a look.
Well, you know, he came off a good screen, but still, as a defender, you've got to do a better job of fighting over and through that.
Now here is Harris. He provides a good amount of offense for the team, averaging around 11.5 points a game. Down to 5 on the shot clock. And there's the basket. Whistle blows and a chance for a three-point play. Going to the line for one. The Magic have gone 0 for 1 at the line. This is their second trip to the line tonight. Well, it was a slow start to his rookie year for Payton, but he came along very strong.
Yeah, it looked really good for the Magic down the stretch. Even recorded his first triple-double. I think there will be more of those in his career.
Now, here's Matthews. He's been producing a fair amount of offense night in and night out as he's averaging 14 points a game.
They're 1 of 4 here to start, looking to get into a flow offensively.
On the wing, Gordon. He kicks it to Vucevic. Payton passes to Vucevic. Right side, Gordon. With the clock winding down. It's rebounded by Dallas.
You rarely see him missing dunks, but the defender was right in his face on that one, and it threw him off just enough.
Williams with a clean look, and he's good on the 3 ball. Williams has got himself on the board with 3 there.
And guys, for Payton, so many were talking him up as the best point guard of the class early. But it's never easy to adjust to the NBA speed, and it just took him a little bit of time.
Here's Harris. Once again off the mark, Orlando.
You know, they don't score on that shot, but they're going to be happy with those kinds of possessions.
Matthews against Payton. He nails it, and we're tied up.
And guys, I think the next big step for Elfrid Payton is going to be getting his shot right. I mean, he has the tools to be an impact guard, but it's hard to create when you can't keep teams honest from deep.
And there's the 3-second violation. Dallas has gone 1 of 2 from long range in the first quarter. Outside Williams. The dish now to Parsons. And there's a call on Tobias Harris. That's his first foul.
Man, it's close, but, you know, didn't get on balance quick enough.
Yeah, and as quick as players are at this level, in this day. And age, I mean, you've got to be perfect in your anticipation to draw the charge.
Here's Williams. He's a good contributor to his team, averaging about 10.5 points a game. Looks for Nowitzki, gets it to him. They now take the lead. Nowitzki's got his first points in this one.
He presents a defender with a serious challenge, always.
Just not happy with how his team is playing, and they just have been on the wrong side of this run.
Yeah, and you know what, Greg? Sometimes just a pause in the action, which is what a timeout can give you, is enough to change things around.
And now the first timeout called here for the Magic. Mavs made the playoffs again last season. 14th playoff berth for them in the last 15 years, and only the San Antonio Spurs have made more, Greg, over that time frame.
Yeah, and they had a tough first-round opponent in the number 2 seed, Houston. A good old Texas tussle between the 2 and the 7 seeds.
Now, here's Oladipo. He's been patient so far, nothing yet on the scoreboard. Gordon with no one around. Gets it to go from 18 feet away. The Mavericks have gone 4 of 7 from the field, shooting over 50%.
Yeah, and you know, the Mavs got bounced out by the Rockets in 5 games in round 1. They were able to avoid the sweep, but losing the first 3 was way too much to overcome. Dirk Nowitzki, he can dish the rock too.
Payton kicks to Harris. Oladipo outside. Out to Payton. With some arc. And Pachulia pulls it down.
And for Dallas in the playoffs, really it didn't help to have the Rondo drama going on at the time. Even if that hadn't happened, though, you got the feeling that they were overmatched against a red-hot Houston team.
Now here's Williams. 4 on the clock. Misses the step-back jump shot.
That's a shot he's got to hit. You don't get many looks better from that range.
Payton dishes to Vucevic. There's a screen. Oladipo, the pass to Vucevic. And Oladipo, here we go.
Tell you what, he's not an easy guy to stop when he's got his sight on the rim.
Never has been, never will be. He is a determined finisher.
Did he just go chop there with that one-hand tomahawk slam?
And Dallas calls their first time out of the game.
And as good as Vucevic is on offense, guys, he's doing everything he can to catch up on his defense. Huge size and wingspan works to his advantage, although the subpar athleticism hinders him a bit. But, for example, he's averaged less than 1 block per game for his career, mostly because even though he's a 7-footer, he plays well below the rim.
Hezonja, he's checked in for Orlando. Watson comes in for Elfrid Payton. And Dallas with a change here, too. Correa's checked in. And Oladipo kicks to Watson. Pass to Vucevic. Vucevic gets double-teamed. He feeds it to Watson. They now take the lead. And the Magic lead by 2. And to Vucevic's point, big problem throughout his career, Clark, has been getting into foul trouble.
Yeah, it's tough. He's aggressive and sometimes out of position. Coaches are asking him to be aggressive, but he has to learn how to do that without fouling. That's the next step in his progression. And some of it is anticipation, so you're not in position to foul.
The 19-foot shot, and that one comes up a bit short. Here's Hezonja, looking for his first basket still in this one. Vucevic down low. He's against Nowitzki, and it's Vucevic missing. Here's Parsons. Hangs in midair and converts on the double clutch layup. Parsons got the game tied up here for the Mavs. Oladipo outside. Picked by Vucevic. They set the pick. Watson dishes to Oladipo. Got a piece of it. And they get it back.
Yeah, way to play in attack mode and get to the line.
And, the defense gets their money's worth on that foul, stopping the layup and not giving up the and one.
And it was great to watch C.J. Miles last season. Finally, Clark got some significant playing time.
Yeah, and took advantage of it. With the Pacers having Paul George on the sidelines due to injury until late in the season, they got a nice lift and contribution from C.J. Miles.
Deep 2 from Anderson. Comes out of the gate empty. He's 0 for 1. And Oladipo has it in the corner. Watson kicks to Vucevic. There's the pass to Watson. Back to Vucevic. Takes it up with both hands and rips it down.
Oh, Maestro, he is so good at making those lead passes, like conducting an orchestra.
And watching C.J. Watson last year, he showed he could take his game up a notch. Beat his career average in terms of shooting percentages across the board. Career high in rebounding, second best assist average as well. Unfortunate how he got the opportunity to play, but great that he took advantage of it. Hard to get that one off with the size difference there. That makes it a tough individual matchup for him, especially down low.
Well, took on the big guys going in there and challenging them like he did. But, boy, that was a nice job.
And Oladipo, here we go. And another shot. And Vucevic with the layup. Vucevic has got 8 points.
So far on the glass, it hasn't even been close.
Yeah, they're taking it to him. It feels like they've gotten every loose ball.
Anderson, a screen on Oladipo. Outside for Barea. Oladipo, the pass to Watson. Back to Oladipo. Boom, he jams it straight down.
Taking it to the rack with power right there.
And hammering down with the two-handed slam.
Just piling on the lead with the dunk like that.
And the Mavericks call time here.
And, you know, for Watson, you could really see him doing this for several more years, guys. Finding ways to contribute as a backup or starter. Doesn't matter to him either way. He's a gamer, for sure.
And Victor Oladipo with the elite athleticism and versatility to be a perennial all-star. We've seen the second-year phenom line up as a 1. He's played off guard. He's even played a little small forward in his time in the league.
And he has that quickness, length, and power combo to be a lockdown defender at all of those positions as well. So that's why he was the co-defensive player of the year coming out of college.
Jenkins, he's checked in for the Mavericks. McGee dishes to Harris. Anderson kicks to Villanueva. No good. The Magic go the other way with it.
You know, back to Oladipo, he has a tremendously quick first step. Finished second in the slam dunk contest to Zach LaVine. Some dunks he's had in regular season play, downright nasty.
McGee a screen. Vucevic with the block. And it's out of bounds. They say it was last touched by Vucevic. Fournier is checked in for Oladipo. Here is Villanueva. He's been patient so far. Nothing yet on the scoreboard. 6 to shoot. And it's blocked by Gordon. There's 49 seconds left here in the opening quarter. Now Watson. He's averaging around 5.5 points a game. At the elbow, Vucevic. Fades away. That shot's off. He's made half and missed half of his 8 shots. Guys, they're looking for a way to score here.
Yeah, they've had a tough time getting the lid off the basket so far.
Screen by Villanueva. Harris passes to McGee. Here's Villanueva. It's deflected. They retain possession. Anderson's shot is off. Watson, that's for 2. No good on that last second attempt there. And so the first quarter is in the books. Orlando out in front, ending the first quarter. And we welcome you back. Glad to have you with us as more basketball is on the way. During the break, the players getting refueled with Gatorade. And are looking amped up and ready to get going once again. And from what we've seen from Orlando, what do you guys see?
I tell you what, defensively, they have been in tune with one another as intense as I've seen.
Yeah, nice job helping out on the rotations and drives, doing really good work at the defensive end.
And a moment now to reset the lineups, courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up for the second quarter of basketball. So on the floor for Orlando, Watson out there with Evan Fournier. Then it's Smith. Then there's Channing Frye. And it's Hezonja in at the 3, the small forward. Here's Smith. Drops it in from 14 feet away. Smith's got the lead. Back up to 8 now for the Magic.
Just such a good shooter from that range.
And you factor in his height advantage, it's almost unfair.
Right wing. Nowitzki a screen. But Julia kicks to Matthews. Nowitzki, that's for 2. And there's the foul. It goes on Wesley Matthews. That is his first foul of the game. Quarter number 2 with just over a minute gone. They set the pick. Pass to Watson. Orlando moving the ball around. Smith. And he uses both hands to jam it in.
That is some real serious dime dropping there. Exquisite assist.
Mavericks trailed by 10. Williams kicks to Matthews. To the paint. Here's Parsons. That drops, and it comes off an assist from Dirk Nowitzki.
And guys, they continue to put a lot of pressure on the interior defenders with the way they work down low.
It's becoming a theme in this game, Clark. They are piling up the points in the paint.
Here's Azania, covered by Parsons. Tries it from 19. Azania's shot is off.
The shot's there for him, and he's got to take it. I don't care if he doesn't convert. That's a shot he has to continue to take.
Williams kicks to Parsons. Back to Williams. That one wide left.
And they continue to control the glass.
Guys, I think they've simply been the more physical team, and that's why they're ahead.
And here's Watson. He dishes it to Fry. And he misses his first shot.
Major defensive lapse right there. I mean, he's not a player you can leave open for a jump shot. You've got to stay attached to him. They're lucky he couldn't punish them for it.
And he gets it to go. Williams has got 5.
They are just killing them on the interior.
Yeah, you can't say that with enough emphasis. I mean, the defenders are just not being aggressive enough down low. You got to play with some physicality in the paint.
Time called here. The Magic decide to talk it over.
And you know, one thing about Darren Williams, he used to get to the charity stripe at will. At the height of his career, he was averaging almost 6 free throws a game. The last couple seasons, he's been down around 3.
For the Magic, Vucevic checked in for Jason Smith. Harris comes in for Azania. And it's Elfrid Payton in for C.J. Watson. The Mavericks also with a sub. J.J. Barea checked in for Darren Williams. And Clark, for Darren Williams, it clearly has the handle and the strength to get to the basket, but no longer the explosion that we're used to seeing.
Yeah, you know, he's had some ankle injuries, and that certainly is a part of that. And he's also in his 30s now, so largely a perimeter jump shooter, but still can impact the game with his deep shooting and playmaking.
Feeds it to Fry. There's a screen to the right side. Harris dishes to Fry. Tries from 10. Rejected by Nowitzki. And Matthews kicks to Nowitzki. And a miss there on the triple.
You know, he just hasn't looked right to me. A bit out of sorts, if you will. Something's off with his mechanics, at least as I look at it.
Harris kicks to Vucevic. Passes it to Fry. Here's Payton. And again, it's Orlando with the 3. Dallas calls timeout. One problem the Magic faced last season was depth. They really weren't a deep team, and it hurt them along the way.
Yeah, it sure did. I mean, they had the second fewest bench points in the league, and that number was really low because they didn't use the bench that often. Starters did a lot of the heavy lifting.
And for the Magic, they would try and address the bench for this season, both through the draft and free agency.
Mavericks trailed by 12.
And guys, the Magic didn't luck out and jump into the top 3 in the draft. Still ended up with a high pick, and that'll help add another nice piece to their puzzle. They've accumulated a lot of good pieces, but now they need to start making it work.
On the wing, Harris. Vucevic down low. Defended by Nowitzki. Outside Matthews. The feed now to Parsons. Kicks it to Nowitzki. Fade away. It's hauled in by Fry.
You've got to give them a lot of credit for the job they've done on the backboards.
They've done a lot of things well today, but really it's about what they've done on the backboard that's at the top of that list.
Here's Vucevic. The Mavericks pull it in.
That's terrific defense right there to prevent from converting in close.
Nowitzki outside. Dishes it to Pachulia. He kicks to Barea. To the middle. Here's Nowitzki. Good, and it's Barea who picks up the assist. And it's 6 points for Dirk Nowitzki. Orlando leading by 10. Payton outside. Teardrop shot. And Elfrid Payton with the foul. That is his first foul of the game.
Yeah, really good defensive play to cut him off there and square up.
Excellent example of toughness and physicality on defense. Got his nose right in the middle of things and made a play.
Raymond Felton, he's checked in for Pachulia. Felton kicks to Parsons. There's the dish to Barea. To the left wing. Outside Felton. Here's Matthews. Had a chance there to cut it to single digits, but it's off target. Orlando, they've gone 4 of 8 so far here in the second quarter. Payton with the ball. 6 points for him. Pass to Fournier. High in the post. He's covered by Matthews. No good from Fry.
You know, not sure if he's playing to the crowd, but no need for the fadeaway on that shot.
And Elfrid Payton with the foul. That's foul number 2 for him.
Boy, that's his second foul, and he does not want to pick up number 3 here. That'll mess your game up for sure.
And the Mavericks making a change here. JaVale McGee's checked in for Nowitzki. Villanueva comes in for Chandler Parsons. Anderson, he's checked in for Wesley Matthews. Devin Harris subbed in for J.J. Barea. Outside, Felton. It's tipped. Here's Fournier. A look at his stats. He averages a bit over 8 points a game. Payton with the ball. Picked up by Harris. 6 on the shot clock. And the basket by Harris. Harris has got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3. And now we'll get perspective here on how the hustle game has been going for the Magic.
And it's been about their defense. They're playing with a frenetic pace, putting a lot of pressure on the ball handlers and forcing turnovers.
You know, another thing they've done well, guys, this first half is challenge shooters and change shots. A bunch of block shots early.
Oh, perfect timing there to knock down the teardrop.
Payton kicks to Vucevic. He feeds it to Fournier. The pass to Fry. Stolen by McGee. And it's the Mavericks on the break. And stolen by Payton. And up the court come the Magic on the break. Finishes the break with a slam.
And that's how the coach would draw it up on the fast break from start to finish.
Yeah, and what a finish it was, guys. Really nicely done.
Harris kicks to McGee. Rebounded by Vucevic. Vucevic has got his 7th rebound of the game with that last one.
You know, so many games are decided by which team wins the rebound battle, and that's held true in this one so far.
And Clark, their effort on the glass has given them the advantage, but it's also been the effort in general that's made a difference.
Big step last year for Vucevic's offense, Clark. Unstoppable at times, both on the blocks and facing up.
Vucevic is a real outstanding future all-star front quarter. Rebounds at a high rate in traffic and out of his area. Finishes, faces up. This kid has a lot of upside. I really like his game.
Free throw drops for Vucevic.
And talking about Vucevic's development last season, he's also had the highest assist average of his career. He's a good decision maker on the floor, knows when to take it himself, and knows when to kick it to cutters and spot up shooters.
Dallas making a switch here. Jenkins checked in.
You know, and getting back to Vucevic, I mean, he's at an age where he may only get better. Averaged nearly 20 points a game last year after averaging only 14 the year before. That was an incredible leap in production, and I think it's one that'll continue.
And the Mavericks call time here.
And Scott Skiles has been around the league as a coach for a while now, coming home to where he played most of his career here in Orlando. And at times, he can be a demanding coach.
And, Greg, you're right. Skiles is what, we'd call a no-nonsense coach. Makes perfect sense when you think about the team that now Clarkie's going to go coach in Orlando.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, he was great at developing players, and that's exactly why the Orlando Magic hired him. Plays with an edge, but he develops players quite nicely, too.
Holds him accountable, doesn't he?
Yep, well said.
Catching up on the changes for Orlando. Gordon's checked in for Fry. Victor Oladipo comes in for Fournier. And Shabazz Napier subbed in for Elfrid Payton. McGee is screened. Villanueva passes to Harris. Dallas moving it around. Shot clock at 5. Anderson dishes to Jenkins. Takes a big high bounce and goes in.
You start hitting a few of those mid-range shots, and it can open up your whole game.
Magic leading by 12. Pass to Harris. Picked by Vucevic. Gordon against Villanueva. And Oladipo kicks to Gordon. So the whistle blows on the shot, and 2 free throws for the contact right there. And for Aaron Gordon, so much fanfare entering the 2014 draft, selected 4th overall, which was actually a couple of slots higher, I think, Greg, than many experts thought.
I agree. And, a lot of people obviously liked him, but Orlando clearly loved him and had very high hopes for this young man. And, of course, the injured foot, only 11 games a season ago and never really got back on track.
And both free throws good for Gordon.
And, getting back to Aaron Gordon, his defense is really what had scouts most excited. He has the rare combination of strength, lateral quickness, and ups to defend multiple positions.
Here's Harris. Got a hand on it. And that'll be Dallas as it goes out of bounds. Mavericks retain possession. Here is Villanueva. No scoring yet from him, but that's likely to change. Clock at 6. Anderson kicks to McGee. Here's Jenkins. And it's off from 3-point range.
And talking about Aaron Gordon, everyone knew coming in that he was kind of unrefined. You're betting on his upside and hoping that he develops a consistent shot. And boy, if he does, you're talking about a guy who could become a perennial all-star.
And Anderson has it in the corner. He's looking for Villanueva and finds him. And a foul called on the shot. Got him on the way up that time, so he'll shoot two right here.
That's his second personal foul.
Big change last year for the Mavs came when they traded for Rajon Rondo. It looked to be the missing piece for him, Clark, but boy, it just never seemed to come together.
You just don't know. Trades are always risky. You don't know how they're going to work out, and I give credit to ownership for talking to the players to see what they thought about the trade before they actually made the deal.
And things just didn't really work out with Rondo here with the Mavs. Missed a lot of games and at times clashed with that coaching staff.
Gordon with a screen on Harris. Napier passes to Gordon. Vucevic dishes to Gordon. And that one's good. Gordon's got the lead up to 14 now for the Magic.
Again and again, they're dissecting the defense and creating those high percentage looks from inside.
And even under pressure in close, I think they've still done a good job maintaining concentration and converting the opportunities.
Harris kicks to Villanueva. No good off the front iron. Orlando leading by 14. Here's Oladipo. It's hauled in by Villanueva.
He's tried to get it going, but the shots simply have not been there. Nothing seems to be falling.
Harris up top. He dishes it to Anderson. Here's Jenkins. And so that's the end of the first half. Magic lead by 14. And we'll be back right after halftime to get the third quarter underway.
Ladies and gentlemen.
Well, we're getting back to the action now. It's been a one-team show so far. We'll see if that changes here in the third.
Looking at the numbers for Vucevic, he has 9 rebounds and 2 steals. He's been an intimidator down low. Even if a shot gets over him, he's pulling down the board.
And Clark, he's just in a total zone right now. We talk about zones for shooting. This guy is in a zone in terms of controlling the paint.
Welcome back, everyone, to the start of the second half. Big margin on our hands, but we'll see if that gap narrows down in the third and fourth quarters. You know, Vucevic, guys, has been exceptional.
Yeah, the effort and intensity from a defensive standpoint has just really been superb, really firing up his team.
Guys, I love his activity, patrolling the court, blocking shot after shot out there. He's really made a statement at the defensive end.
On the floor for Dallas, Parsons and Dirk are in at the forward spots. Matthews out there with Williams, and it's Pachulia in at the 5 spot. Picked by Vucevic. Oladipo right side. The drive by Vucevic. That's in for his 5th make of the night. Now shooting at a 50% clip, 5 for 10.
Almost uncontested. I mean, it's nice to be able to add to the lead without having to really work for it.
Feeds it to Nowitzki. From 11 feet away. Count that one. Nowitzki's got 8 points. Here's Napier. He's guarded by Williams. There's the pick. Napier passes to Vucevic. Vucevic gets double teamed. The kick out to Oladipo. Shoots from the elbow. Rejected by Nowitzki. And they turn over the 24-second buzzer, signaling the shot clock violation. 90 seconds now into the second half. They need a good offensive possession.
Yeah, they've had a number of empty ones, a long time without a basket.
They got to find something, you're right. Williams kicks to Matthews. Nowitzki a screen. Shot clock at 6. Passes to Parsons. And he was fouled in the act of shooting. Chance here now for a three-point play.
How about the concentration? He gets hit but stays with the play and gets the finish.
Innovation and improvisation right there, Greg. Finding a way to get that shot to fall after taking the contact.
The feed to Oladipo. There's the pick. It's tipped. All alone. It's rebounded by Dallas. Pachulia's got 4 rebounds now tonight. Just under 2.5 minutes into the third quarter now. Williams. And the shot no good, a bit short.
And he rushed that one, no doubt about it. The D out of position, you could see the frustration on his face.
Still a bit chilly from the field at the start of this third quarter. 1 of 4 so far.
Nobody near Parsons. That drops, and it comes off an assist from Dirk Nowitzki. Nowitzki's got his 3rd assist on the night.
And Zaza Pachulia, for my money, has been one of the toughest players in the league. He's got a boxer's mentality. Even his face looks a little bit like a boxer's. He doesn't have the quick twitch muscles of some guys, but his power and effort consistently stand out.
Time called here. The Magic decide to talk it over. Talking about Zaza's toughness, it's one of the reasons he has such a high rebounds per minute average over his career. And defending on the blocks, he's almost unmovable.
He really, you know what, Coach Kidd loves Zaza. Even started him over John Henson by the end of the season. I mean, he's always willing to trade body blows down low and certainly wins his fair share of those battles.
Here's what Orlando's going with right now. Hezonja comes in for Tobias Harris. And it's Payton in for Shabazz Napier. Now here's Williams. He has 5. At the elbow, it's Parsons. That one goes. Count it. Parsons got 8 points here in this quarter.
Excellent ball movement there, guys.
And that's key to this run. Passing it with purpose. The D hasn't been able to keep up.
Good ball movement here by the Magic. And Oladipo kicks to Payton. Right wing. All sorts of time. And the shot is good. Payton's got 8 points. Mavericks trail by 10. And Williams, here we go. Rebounded by Vucevic. Vucevic has got rebound number 10 tonight with that last one. Oladipo with the ball. Matthews covering. Outside Gordon. Plenty of space. It's rebounded by Dallas. Now Williams. Over in the corner, Matthews. It's stolen by Oladipo. Here's Payton. A good finish at the rack off the slick feed. Payton's got 10. And taking a quick look here at the hustle stats for the Magic.
Boy, their hounding, harassing effort at the defensive end, very impressive. And they forced quite a few turnovers as a result.
They have, but you also can't overlook how well they've defended the rim, as they've challenged every shot and also gotten quite a few blocks as well.
Pick by Vucevic. Payton drives in. And off the front iron, and in it goes. And that's 13 points for Vucevic.
That makes it 10 of their last 12 points coming from inside the painted area.
And really something that the defense has to address.
There's a screen by Williams. And stolen by Payton. And he's going up for the alley-oop. Throws down the alley-oop slam.
Phenomenal alley-oop slam right there, guys.
They're taking advantage, Clark, of a team that looks lost out there.
Guys, this one is threatening to get really ugly. And after his last game, really not surprised to see him as hot as he is here tonight.
Kicks it to Vucevic. No good. And the Mavericks going the other way now. Outside Williams. He kicks to Nowitzki. Fades and shoots. And it's Orlando with the rebound. At one point, they led by 16.
And the Magic struggled last season, still waiting on one of their young stars to just take that next step.
Williams with the ball. Now Payton defending. Dishes it to Pachulia. Pass to Nowitzki. 6 on the shot clock. They double team Nowitzki. On the wing, Williams. From 12 feet out. That doesn't go either for Nowitzki. Magic leading by 11. And the pass to Hazanya. And it's a defensive 3-second violation. The Magic have shot 75% at the stripe, 6 of 8.
Victor.
And so he hits the technical free throw.
And for Victor Oladipo, guys, last season you saw him continue to make strides in this game. He has the build to be one of the best guards in the league, and he's on the right track right now. Very excited for his future.
Here's what Orlando's going with right now. Smith checked in for Vucevic, and Fournier subbed in for Oladipo. Here's Hazanya. Fires from 18.
And he rushed that one, no doubt about it. The D out of position, you could see the frustration on his face.
Harris outside. The dish to Barea. Dallas, no good that time either. As you said about Oladipo, he has a bright future in this league after playing in Indiana, already stepping into the leader role with the Orlando Magic.
Yeah, and what I like most about his game and the way he plays is that he contributes really in every facet. I'll use a baseball term. He's a 5'2". I mean, he really does a little bit of everything well, and he can make a big impact even when his shot isn't falling, be it on the glass, with his passing, or his defense.
Pass to Fournier. Magic moving the ball around. Payton passes to Hazanya. Releases. Barea pulls it in. Mavericks trailed by 14. And the layup's good off the glass. Barea's got his first basket of the night.
You know, huge height advantage there, but because of the great body control, he's able to cancel it out.
Agreed. The body control essential in that situation. I mean, if you're giving up a bunch of height, then you better be able to manufacture things in the air.
He feeds it to Evans. He dishes it to Jenkins. There's the pick. And Harris wide open. He shoots. The three-pointer no good. Orlando leading by 14. Feeds it to Fournier. Beyond the arc. That is good. Fournier's got 8 points.
And they've got to talk to each other on D there. Miscommunication, and now he's able to make them pay.
Barea dishes to Evans. Pass to Villanueva. Evans kicks to Jenkins. Wants to get it to Barea and does. Stolen by Gordon. Here's Fournier. 8 points for him. They set the pick. On the wing, Gordon. The shot no good. Now Dallas takes it the other way. And here is Jenkins. There's the feed to Barea. Kicks to Jenkins. And the rejection by Smith. They get it back. And there's the shot clock violation. Couldn't get the shot off in time. Channing Frye's checked in for the Magic. Watson comes in for Elfrid Payton. And Dallas also making a switch. Nowitzki's checked in. And Fournier kicks to Watson. Let's go. Once again off the mark, Orlando. Mavericks trailed by 17. Clark, some tough offensive sets. They want to turn it around.
Yeah, they need a basket just to regain some momentum here, Kevin.
Yeah, heads-up aggressive play right there. Saw the smaller man on him and took it straight to the basket.
That one misses for Evans. It always seems the Mavs are able to compete for a title, Clark, but their window might be closing with some of their stars aging, namely Dirk Nowitzki.
You're exactly right, Kevin, because Dirk is the centerpiece of that franchise, has been for over a decade. They made the Rondo trade last year trying for a big finals run, but eventually they'll start to have to build for the future.
No good from Frye. Dallas has gone into the three-point range 4 times since halftime and buried 2 of them. 6-second difference between the shot and game clock. Barea with it. Dallas needs to get off a shot. Here's Nowitzki. Got it off in time and beat the shot clock, but it's no good. Smith. That will count. Well, through 3 quarters of play, down double digits, it may be difficult to... And we welcome you back as we get going here in the 4th quarter. The final quarter of play can change everything. The Magic leading by 15. Inside, it's Frye and Vucevic. At the 2 and the 3, it's Fournier and Harris. And it's Watson in at the 1. That's who's out there for Orlando. There's a good screen. On the wing, Harris. 4 on the shot clock. Here's Vucevic. And good, as it just snugs right down through the net. Mavericks trailed by 17. Barea, the pass to Nowitzki. Again, the miss by Nowitzki.
It's a +5 advantage for them in the rebounding category after that board.
Very steady with their work on the interior. Really a well-rounded effort overall.
Fournier, that's for 2. Here's Vucevic. No good. Good work defensively by Nowitzki. The Mavericks shooting 40% from the field. Felton kicks to Parsons. Down low. Here's Nowitzki. And he uses the glass on the layup.
That's the way to work the ball in close to the hoop, guys.
The Magic leading by 15. Picked by Vucevic. Watson dishes to Harris. He kicks it to Watson. Here's Frye. And he goes in for the dunk.
You know, he's got a lot of length, and right there, he needed every inch of it.
That's true, G.A. You're right. You know, we really don't know that much about him in that department, but my goodness, when he gets up, he can go.
Yeah, he can still punch it when he wants to, though. We saw that, didn't we, fellas?
Barea kicks to Nowitzki. The fader. It's hauled in by Harris. Harris has got his 5th rebound in this one. Orlando's gone 4 of 8 tonight from three-point land, shooting 50% on the 3 ball here. Dishes to Vucevic. Magic moving the ball around. Harris kicks to Vucevic. And he goes strong with the one-handed jam.
He has really shot the ball extremely well, as you'd expect. Like we say, he's been making sweet string music all day long.
Parsons attacking, and it's going to be out of bounds. The Magic will take it.
No clue where that pass was going. That is a brutal turnover.
And the Mavericks with some changes. Pachulia comes in for Raymond Felton. And it's Williams in for J.J. Barea. Puts it up from 15. And off the left side of the rim. And it swirls in for him. And that's now 19 points for Vucevic. On the wing, Williams. He's covered by Watson. Williams, that's good.
You know, obviously, he knows how to finish with some flair.
They set the screen. And Fry kicks to Vucevic. To the inside. Fry, good. And the Magic lead by 21.
And really a good job spotting his teammate near the bucket and then just pinpoint passing for the finish.
Williams passes to Pachulia. Inside. Nowitzki in the post. He's against Fry. Here's Parsons. Pachulia dishes to Nowitzki. And out of bounds as the Magic will gain possession.
Boy, did they ever make a mess out of that one. A terrible turnover.
Now, here's Watson. He's guarded by Williams. Vucevic against Nowitzki. And Harris wide open. He shoots from outside off the mark. Guys, they're looking for a way to score here.
Yeah, they've had a tough time getting the lid off the basket so far.
Parsons attacking. Ball's knocked loose. And it goes out of bounds. Last touch by Parsons. Magic leading by 21. Watson kicks to Fournier. Fires the three. Cannot hit. And it's Dallas the other way.
You know what, though? Sometimes you can be too open. I think it may have surprised him, and that's why he missed.
Pass to Nowitzki.
It's been kind of a gradual occurrence, but I think it's clear that analytics are here to stay in the NBA. Every team now has at least some vesting into the analytics area. Some base a lot of their decisions on the number side of the game. Others have a more balanced approach.
The shot's good from Fournier.
An excellent display of passing out there, fellas. I mean, 8 of their last 10 points have been assisted on.
And they just keep finding the open man.
Nowitzki, the pass to Pachulia. It's stolen by Watson. To the middle. And a foul on the shot. He'll go to the stripe for 2. It goes on Chandler Parsons. Analytics does have a strong place in the NBA, so it's been proven over the last decade. Some held out, but now, Greg, the results, the benefits of those numbers, it's hard to deny them.
A great point, Kevin. And with something new like that, there's always going to be a bit of resistance. There will always need to be a balance, I believe, and you need to use the numbers and your own eyes. They really do go hand in hand to kind of keep each other in check.
Now the pass to Nowitzki. Tries to snap the cold streak. Dallas, no good that time either.
He's been wayward and just off on about everything he's put up in this period.
Napier kicks to Smith. Out to Harris. There's the dish to Napier. Here's Nicholson. Dirk Nowitzki with the rebound. Nowitzki's got rebound number 5 here tonight. And that one goes in as he is fouled. It'll be 3 points if he converts at the line.
Yeah, heard the whistle and then kept his focus and able to still knock it down.
And, Greg, to be able to take the bump like that and maintain control, that's not easy to do. I know you're kind of a little fella, but I was a big guy when I played, so I know how difficult that is. That was impressive.
I see.
And the Mavericks making a change here. JaVale McGee's checked in for Pachulia. Villanueva comes in for Dirk Nowitzki. Anderson, he's checked in for Parsons. And it's Felton in for Williams. Here's Napier. He's covered by Felton. Napier kicks to Fournier. Clock at 6. Out to the wing. Napier passes to Smith. Another miss by Orlando.
And good defense there to play up and get a hand in the face.
Well, he's got a tough mindset. He's confident as a defender. And when you combine those two things, it makes it real hard to score on him.
McGee a screen. Anderson outside. Felton attacking. And a foul on the shot. He'll go to the strike for 2. And for Raymond Felton, last year was nothing short of a disaster. Missed the first 31 games with an ankle injury sustained in preseason. And he played for a poor team. And things, you know, Greg, being the leader, the ball handler like you were, they just never got much better for Felton as the season went on.
Yeah, the problem when you have that issue early on, the season isn't going to wait for you. Right. You know, you're basically in catch-up mode, and so because of that, he never got into any kind of a rhythm when he was available to play. And that's not surprising, given that he averaged less than 10 minutes a game for the season after averaging 33 a game for his entire career.
Inside, looking for Pachulia. He gets it there. Felton dishes to Matthews. Back to Felton. Shoots. But he gets it back. Pass to Nowitzki. Tries again. And 2 free throws coming up as he misses that one. Drawing the whistle and a lot of contact there.
That's his first personal foul.
You know, and Dirk Nowitzki, you start to wonder if he's the best foreign-born player ever. Of course, you have a lot of competition for that distinction. I mean, you got Hakeem, Nash, Parker, just to name a few.
Williams, he's checked in for Dallas. Napier kicks to Oladipo. He feeds it to Nicholson. Vucevic, the pass to Nicholson.
Explosive leaping ability.
Oh, that was pretty. And he just has that, Clark, that effortless knack for getting inside.
And guys, how about how fearsome he is at times? I mean, you'd hate to be the guy tasked with guarding him.
Back to the topic, and Nowitzki is the greatest foreign-born player ever. I think Hakeem Olajuwon. Clark is really his only challenger.
Yeah, I would agree with that, and I'd keep Hakeem at the top of that list just because of his presence and impact at both ends of the floor. But Dirk, clearly one of the all-time greats in NBA history.
Dallas calls timeout.
You know, it hasn't always been the case in the NBA, but parity is at a great spot right now. Every team can compete for a title or end up last in their conference, it seems. It's something the NBA wanted and ultimately now has achieved.
Orlando making some changes. Wayne Dedmon comes in for Vucevic, and it's Hezonja in for Tobias Harris. Williams dishes to Matthews. Nowitzki kicks to Williams. Feeds it to Pachulia. Back to Williams. Dallas, no good that time either. And speaking of NBA parity, it's impossible to go from last to first in a single year, but it can happen in a 3-year span.
And that's all you really want from a fan's perspective. Hope. To illustrate the parity, all 4 teams in the conference finals from last year were different from the year before.
And the basket by Napier.
Haven't we seen that a few times today, guys? I mean, their defense has got to have a little bit more toughness about it.
Here's Williams. Will not go. This is off the front iron.
I'd love to see them impose themselves a little more on the backboard. That's a great way to find confidence. Always a surefire way to get back in the game.
Well, guys, they need to do something to reduce this deficit. We'll see if that's the answer.
He dishes it to Parsons. Outside Matthews. Passes to Pachulia. Some nice passing here by Dallas. Again, the miss by the Mavericks.
That's exactly how you have to defend him. He's a guy that the D needs to be aware of at all times. And as we head to the final buzzer here, a crushing blowout, big-time dominance, and this will go in the record books as a gaudy win for the Magic.
You're right, Steve. It was a standout performance across the board. They were just, at times, Clark, it seemed toying with it.
Yeah, like watching a cat play with a mouse, Kevin, quite honestly. They were able to do more or less, whatever they wanted to do.
And it'll advance their win total up to 12 on the season.
And with the win approaching, they'll take the first game here of 2 that they'll play against this team. Nice to get that first one out of the way and set the tone.
It sure is. It's just a 2-gamer since they're in opposite conferences, and you can bet they'll take the same approach right into game 2 that they had tonight.
And a great team effort, but still, what an individual performance for Vucevic. Every time he shot it, it seemed like it was going to drop in, and if it didn't, everyone was surprised.
Now 8 seconds separating the 2 clocks. Nowitzki inside. Working on Nicholson. No good off the back of the rim. Here's Napier. And so it's Orlando taking this one by a big margin. And the outcome of this one